for them to be free from suffering, to be happy, to be peaceful. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. Be peaceful. Be peaceful. May all beings be safe. Be healthy. Be healed. Be healed. Be healed. Expand your loving kindness into every direction. Into the direction of the front, back, left, right, above and below. May all beings living in every direction be well. Be happy. Be peaceful. Be peaceful. Be peaceful. May all beings have happy minds. May all beings have happy minds. May all beings have happy minds. I'll chant Sabbe Satta Bhavantu Sukhitatta, which means may all beings have happy minds. Be with the chant. If you wish, you can repeat in your mind, generating loving kindness to all beings. Relax and calm down here. Be with the chant. Let's genuinely generate loving kindness. Sabbi Sattva Bhavantu Sukhitatta. Sabbi Sattva Bhavantu Sukhitatta. Sabbi Sattva Bhavantu Bhavantu sukhi tattva. Sabbi sattva 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 bhavantu sukhi tattva. Sabbi bhavantu sukhi tattva. Observe your present mind. You are relaxed. Your mind is full of loving kindness. Your mind is peaceful. With your peaceful mind, let's gently shift our attention to the breath. Practice breathing meditation. Mindfully be with your breath, keeping your awareness in between your upper lip and nostrils. Adjusting your body, keeping your body upright. Let's practice breathing meditation. As a start, take a few breaths, few longer breaths. Slowly breathe out while relaxing your upper body. Feel your chest area, both shoulders, and relax. Be with your breath. Mindful breathe in and mindful breathe out until you hear the sound of the bell. Be with your breath. Different other thoughts may occur in your mind due to any feelings, whatever you feel, whatever you hear, observing those thoughts, come back to your breath. Mindful breathe in and mindful breathe out. In these last few minutes, let's make our full effort to be with the breath. Mindful breathe in, mindful breathe out. Dukkhappatac Niddukkha Bhayappatac Nibbaya Sukappatac Nisuka Untu sabbepi Paninu. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are grieving be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Gently come out of the meditation and gently put your palms to the rest and place them against your chest. And let's take a moment to feel grateful for this opportunity to have this peaceful meditation in our life. And also let's deeply feel grateful to all the enlightened masters and the teachers in the past who transmitted this practice, this wisdom from generation to generation. And also you can appreciate the guidance and the instructions you received for your meditation today. Let's deeply feel grateful to anyone else who helped us today to come to this place, to practice this meditation, and also who are taking care of this center, who clean and arrange this place for you. Let's deeply feel grateful for them. Even these non-living things we are using for meditation, including this bell, the cushion, the chair you are sitting on, deeply feeling gratitude and appreciating the support we receive. Let's say sadhu 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you very much, Shanti, for the guidance and the chanting. Okay. We were like the eye of the storm. Yeah. So many things are moving around us, and we stay like the eye. And that is exactly, the meditation happens. Yeah. We'll be still having different thoughts and all kinds of things, but we can witness everything and be in the middle. No matter how strong I stay strong, there's always an eye. It is very calm, like in the middle. So that's exactly what we want to build. And eventually everything will be calm. So anyway, Nick will be very happy that we did very, very well today in his honor. And Nick has the ability to sit down and stay there like a statue without moving until the end of the meditation.
had a very unique experience today. When we start our meditation, power goes out. Well, of course, I opened my eyes, I see the glowing of the candles, and even the one over by Nick. And he has a look like saying, I'm here.
Yes. Yes.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing. Tiffany, like you'll be able to, feel what we are doing for him. And that's why we want to do it. He will rejoice and he will be benefited from this. So for our discussion today, we are discussing different episodes in the life of the Buddha and try to learn from those interesting encounters the Buddha had with different people. And today I was going through the different discourses and try to find what will be appropriate one for us. And we are all mourning the sudden demise of our friend. So it pushed me to think about what is death and what happens after death. Death has been defined in the Buddhist texts mainly as a disintegration of mainly three things. Disintegration of three things. Of course, in our life is as integration is an integrated whole, and depending on each other, mental and physical and environmental aspects. So the death is interpreted as a disintegration of mainly three things, and these three things called Ayu, Ushna, and Vinya. So these are the three things that are operating in us right now. Ayu means vitality. Vitality, it is the, in other hand, it's more like a metabolism that is occurring in our body, mainly as an organism. Any organism has the ability to function, absorbing nutrition and relating, and that, and so the Ayu means that vitality. And the second one is Ushma, which means temperature. Temperature in any organism, as long as it operates and functions, it produces a temperature, heat. And the third one is called consciousness. So in a living person, we have these all three things. In Ayu is the physical basis, and then living organism, that vitality, and then together with it is the heat, and then the consciousness. So what happens in the death is actually these three things disintegrate. And that is happening in the death. But that's not the end of the story. Then what happened after that is the mystery. That we all have no experience, no memory yet, but we have experienced it many times. But we don't know, we haven't recovered our memory. So based on that, I decided to tell you one interesting discourse, which where Buddha was asked a question, not exactly death, but one person was concerned about what happens if we happen to pass by accidentally. So let me read. So this happened when Buddha was visiting his hometown he didn't spend much time in the, I mean, he only visited his hometown. His most mission was actually not in that part of the area, but more towards the eastern, northern part of India. But he visited his, hometown quite often, few times actually. So even he was there in the Banyan, in a park of banyan trees in his hometown, and there was one of his uncles, Mahanam was his name, and he came to the Buddha, and then this is what he asked. Venerable Sir, Kapilavatthu, that's the name of the city, Kapilavatthu, is rich and prosperous, populous, crowded. Its alleys congested. And you think about the cities, this is like the 6th century BC is explaining about, the alleys are congested like this. And sometimes when I enter Kapilavatthu in the evening after visiting you or with the monks who inspire the mind, I meet up with a runaway elephant, a runaway horse, a runaway chariot, a runaway cart, or runaway person. At times like that, my mindfulness with regard to the Buddha gets muddled. My mindfulness with regard to the Dhamma and with regard to the Sangha gets muddled. And thought occurs to me, if I were to die at that moment, what would be my destination? What would be my future course? That was his concern. Very interesting concern, right? And he genuinely thinks about that. So, of course, death is something that we need to contemplate, and then it's the more we contemplate, more we are aware of the death, and more we live meaningfully, and more we appreciate the gift of the life. And so, therefore, death is a meditation, a topic of meditation in Western tradition. It's not something that we hide or we don't want to talk about. It is something that we meditate on, contemplate on. As monks, when we have morning chant, and one part of the morning chant is to remember the death, and contemplating that I'm dying and the day is gone already. I have one day less to live. When I was a small monk, early in the morning when the bell rang, I was still sleepy. Then I go to meditation hall. And then, every month will chant, and they will, meditate. They will guide and meditation on death, all in the morning. So I was thinking that why they want to talk about death early in the morning. So it was, something that I felt like very odd. But eventually, I learned that actually thinking about death every morning makes you realize how important is that day, and how well you should live that day. So it gives you like a moral compass, it gives you the value of the life, and also to live the life the best possible way. So he was thinking about that, and so his concern is that whenever he's going back from the monastery, he meet with these things, a runaway chariot, runaway cart, and nowadays we have not runaway cart or chariot, right? Nowadays what we have?
Road rage. Road rage.
Road rage, yeah. And reckless drivers, right? And like runaway trucks. And runaway trucks and runaway vehicles. So he was so concerned about those runaway elephant and cart and chariot. And then and in that case, we should be very concerned about that, right? What is happening now. So his question is that in that situation, he will be shocked, and his mind will be muddled. And when he was with the Buddha, with other monks, his mind is very calm, serene, beautiful, peaceful. But when a runaway elephant comes towards you, it's not that calm. a chariot or a cart, and his mindfulness get muddled. So if I were to happen to die at that moment, what would happen? So then, the answer given by the Buddha: have no fear, Mahanama. Have no fear. Your death will not be a bad one. Your demise will not be a bad. If one's mind has long been nurtured with conviction, with faith, nurtured with virtue, nurtured with learning, nurtured with relinquishment, nurtured with discernment, when the body endowed with form composed of four primary elements, born from father and mother, nourished with rice and porridge, subject to inconstancy, rubbing, pressing, dissolution, dispersion, is eaten by cows, vultures, hawks, dogs, whatever, and all sorts of creatures. Nevertheless, the mind, long nurtured with conviction, with virtue, learning, relinquishment, discernment, rises upwards and separates out. So, would they say that don't know fear? Maybe the moment of your death will be, something like not expected or something like in muddle. But as long as you have nurtured your mind nurtured for a long time, nurtured with these qualities. First one is saddha, which is conviction of faith of the possibility, faith in the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. At the same time, it's also a possibility of enlightenment. Like trusting that everyone has the possibility of enlightenment, no matter how negative, how dark, and also trusting one's own potential. So mainly saddha is the trusting of the teachings of the Buddha. It's a way to awaken this enlightenment, this possibility, and also trusting that one has that. So if we have nurtured that trust, that conviction, that saddha long, and then also virtue, which means our moral behavior, our commitment to behave in a way that we don't create harm or hurt to others. And if you have nurtured your mind that way, and also nurtured with learning, important and learning, this wisdom, important, learning important, things in life, and also nurtured with relinquishment. That means ability to let go. Ability to let go. If you have developed, nurtured your mind with that, ability to let go, even little things. And also nurtured with discernment. So learning is one thing that you get from others. So you are knowledgeable, but at the same time, discernment is something that you develop with your own realization, through contemplation, through processing, and you develop deep understanding. So if you have nurtured your mind with that discernment, then what happens? And that mind will separate out. And the body, this interesting, the body is explained like that, end up with form and also with primary four elements. What are the primary, four primary elements?
Earth, wind, air, and fire.
Yes, earth, water, air, fire, and air, right? So our body is made of these four elements. And also born from mother and father. Yeah, we have a genetic makeup from mother and father. Blessings. And then nourished with rice and porridge. Maybe we have added here, nourished with what? Pastime. Yes. So in those times, mainly rice and porridge. And so those days, dead bodies were, sometimes, cremated, sometimes buried, but most often they were assigned places where dead bodies were, were kept and they're exposed to natural elements and become the food for other animals. So that's why I say, your body will be eaten by crows, vultures, hawks, dogs, and even nowadays, in Tibet, there is a burial type of burial, right? Burial is called sky burial, that you offer the body to vultures. Sky burial. Oh, anyway, so the teaching is, Buddha said that don't worry, have no fear. If your mind is nurtured in that way for a long time, and there'll be good destination. And the Buddha is giving a simile too. One simile is, suppose a man were to throw a jar of ghee or jar of oil into a deep lake of water, where it would break. There, the shards, jar fragments would go down, while the ghee or oil would rise upward and separate out. So in the same way, the nurtured mind will separate out and it rise above. So you have no fear. And then Buddha also gives another simile. Suppose a tree were leaning towards the east, slanting towards the east, inclining towards the east. When its roots cut, which way would it fall? If a tree is leaning to the east, if someone cut that tree suddenly, which way it will fall? To the east. In whichever the way it was leaning, slanting, and inclining. Then in the same way, Mahana, a disciple of the Buddha, when endowed with those qualities, lean towards the unbinding. That means enlightenment. Lean towards the unbinding. Slant towards the unbinding. Inclines towards the unbinding. Inclines towards the enlightenment. He will continue that journey towards the enlightenment in his next life, until he completely attained the unbinding while he was living. So it shows that how important is our practice. We are nurturing our mind. Nurturing our mind with all these qualities. And mind is the forum of all experiences, right? That's what we say. So thinking about Nick, I think he has nurtured his mind in many beautiful ways. We know that how he nurtured his mind in relinquishment, like I couldn't let go. His generosity is amazing. But you asked Francis about tattoo, right?
Yeah.
His tattoo.
You can remember 2 tattoos on both hands, 2 arrows. One side, there's no any effect, just arrows, right?
Just arrow, not very simple arrow.
People have some kind of attractive, some pictures or something like that.
Some beautiful
beautiful
images.
things as tattoos, but it's just simple arrows. One related to the front.
One is in, one is
One is
out.
out. And that is the life. So we take and we give.
So whatever he received, he gives. That was his practice. He was very ready to give any time. Most often very silent. So he has nurtured his mind in these qualities to a large extent. So it's inclining towards the unbinding. Okay, any question about death? Mysterious.
Until you referred to the mind moving on, are you
Yeah.
talking about the skandhas?
Yes. Actually, I
Not
checked.
soul.